Okay. Show me.
Hi there guys, welcome back to the Dr. channel. Thank you very much for tuning in for a side-by-side comparison between these two FPV cameras. In the blue corner we have the Runcam Phoenix version 2. I haven't done a review of this camera yet. I will be doing a review later on. And in the white corner, or the red corner, whatever you want, is the Foxeer Toothless. Yeah, I have done a review of that camera and it is marketed as an all-weather day and night FPV camera. And it actually is. It performs very well, especially at night, I'd say. So, a side-by-side comparison. This video will mostly be DVR recordings side-by-side of these two cameras on a sunny day, on an overcast day and at night. And I'll simply let you make up your own mind. However, at the end of the video I'll also tell you what I thought of these two cameras, what my favorite is in different circumstances. Let me quickly show you what comes with these cameras. So, in both cases you obviously get the camera and you get a wiring loom, and in both cases that wiring loom is a nice and supple silicone wiring. You get some screws to mount your cameras in both cases, and here's where the differences come in. The Runcam camera comes with a bracket to change its size from a micro camera to a full-size camera. So that might come in handy if your quadcopter frame is designed for full-size cameras. This bracket will come in handy. The Foxeer does not come with that bracket. However, the Foxeer comes with a control board to change its settings. So yeah, that's the difference in what you get. For my money, I'd value the control board that the Foxeer comes with more than this bracket. Especially these days. I hardly ever use these brackets. However, these control boards, well, almost always come in handy. So, yeah, especially actually because both of these cameras, and that goes for most cameras, the OSD was on by default. Was that actually true? No, actually, the OSD, so the call sign and the voltage and such, timer maybe, was on by default in the Foxeer, and in the Runcam it was off by default. So yeah, maybe I wouldn't have needed the control board. I also have a lot of control boards, but you might not. You'll make up your own mind. In my mind, this control board is slightly more valuable than this bracket. Yeah. Also, there will be links to both of these cameras in the description down below. Go check them out. Maybe there's a massive price difference by the time you are watching this video. That might make a huge difference, obviously. So, with that said, let's get into the side-by-side comparison. And we'll start out with a sunny day footage. I had to wait a long while before I got me some sunlight. But here it is. And again, this is sunny conditions. In a couple of minutes you'll see the same kind of side-by-side, but then in an overcast day, or on an overcast day, sorry. And the last side-by-side will be at night. And I'm gonna simply throw some music in the video and have you make up your own mind. Have a look, see what you like and dislike about these two cameras. In a couple of minutes I'll get back to you, and again I'll tell you what my perception of these two cameras is. Alrighty guys, two FPV cameras and also two very similar FPV cameras probably. Both are aimed at freestyle or general purpose FPV flying. I'd say that most would do well in airplanes as well, just as in multi-rotors or quadcopters. So what did you think? I'm always interested to see what your perception is. Maybe you picked up on things that I didn't notice, so comment down below, please let me know what you thought of these two FPV cameras. So one of the differences between these two cameras is the view angle. Maybe you didn't notice, but the viewing angle of the Runcam is slightly more narrow than in the Foxeer. And that's a personal preference thing. I personally prefer a slightly narrower, even though these are both wide angle cameras. But I do prefer the slightly narrower field of view. That simply results in that the Runcam shows a more detail. The field of view is smaller, so you see less, but the things you do see are in better detail, more focused, or they seem more focused. So that's one difference between these two cameras, and that's especially apparent in daylight. I think that the Runcam camera has the edge in daytime flying. I've actually ordered this Runcam, the Phoenix 2, for a 7-inch build. I'll be doing a video on that pretty soon. But in hindsight, now I'm pretty happy with my choice. On the other hand, I have both cameras, right? So I could have used the Foxeer for that 7-inch build as well. However, at night and in the evening, I definitely prefer the Foxeer. The sky, the things that should look black, look more black in the Foxeer's image. But somehow at night or in low light, a wider field of view works out. There was probably a little less grain in the night footage of the Foxeer. Hard to say, but again, the sky, for instance, things that you'd expect to look black, looked more black in the Foxeer. All the DVR captures you saw a minute ago were with the cameras in their stock settings. So maybe you could darken up the image of the Runcam or whatever. But again, with their stock settings, at night the Foxeer did a little better, and in daylight the Runcam had the edge for me. Now, having said all that, if you'd have this camera or this camera and wouldn't be seeing them side by side, it would be very hard to say, oh well, look, this is definitely the image from the Runcam Phoenix or from the Foxeer Toothless. They are very similar cameras, and the edge between these two cameras might actually be in the price. So go check the current pricing if you are interested in either of these two cameras. Also, maybe you are a Foxeer fan. In that case, there would not be any reason to go with the Runcam, because again, they are very similar cameras. On the flip side, if you are a Runcam fan, there would be no reason to go with this Foxeer. There isn't a clear difference, a clear advantage to either of these two cameras. I think these are two very nice cameras. You can't really go wrong. And there you have it. There's my side-by-side comparison / review of these two cameras from Runcam and Foxeer. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of these two cameras and the review. Always interested to see what you think of that. Catch you on the next video. Bye bye.